God blesses you. God blesses you. God is so good. God blesses you.
There is only one presence and one power active within me and throughout the universe. God the good, omnipotent.
Welcome to our podcast. This is Unity Church of Chatsworth, California. Our senior minister is the Reverend John Washington, and I am Michelle Washington, RN, pastoral nurse. Thank you for joining us. Unity, as defined by co-founder Charles Fillmore. Unity is a link in the great educational movement inaugurated by Jesus Christ. Our objective is to discern the truth in Christianity and to prove it. The truth that we teach is not new. Neither do we claim any special revelation or discovery of new religious principles. Our purpose is to help and teach humankind to use and prove the eternal truth taught by the Master.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. From the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. I became more and more comfortable with the idea of, I'm going to call it manifesting, or having my heart's desire show up, Michelle, and the idea of feeling the feeling. That's like feeling surprised. Are you surprised when your true love manifests or is before you, or the job that you were seeking? How did you feel? You feel happy?
What do you feel? And I'm just going to tag on to that.
Okay.
And say that I also was introduced to Mastermind early on in my Unity introduction. Not by Jack Boland. I wasn't as fortunate to know the Reverend Jack Boland as you were, but Reverend Dick Ammons formed groups within the church, and he kind of assigned us to groups. I felt the same kind of thing. I was a little uncomfortable because at that time, perhaps my faith was not as strong in the process. Oh, we're going to pray for different things on a weekly basis. We got to come up with a prayer that we want to use and say, and I don't really know these people that well. Am I going to give them my deepest desires my full story? But as we moved through the process and became more familiar, not only with those that I was praying with, but became more familiar with myself in the process, began to understand this was a prayer process. And now we don't always need manifestation to prove, but when manifestation does happen, we say, wow, that's how it works. That's what it's supposed to be like.
It is not I, but the Christ within who does the work.
Thank you for listening to our podcast.